All of us were in different places.
Yeah, there's 4 of them, so they're going to split up and go for all of you.
I go to the stairway for cover.
Point of information.
Mhm.
Number 1, is this the face of a fake Hanna-Barbera cherub that Americans always believe in because they don't know anything about history? Or are these the true cherubim of the scripture?
True cherubim.
Okay.
Yeah. How big are these cherub eyes?
Well, the face of the cherubim.
Yeah.
The scarier it looks, that's what it looks like.
Okay.
Really?
Because the true cherubim of scripture are the second tier of warrior angels that stand by the throne of God.
Whoa.
And they're these monstrous creatures that defend the throne.
What do
Yeah,
they look
so-
like?
They are variously described as having like multiple faces and like
Yep.
claws
That's
and like hundreds of eyes upon their
Whoa.
foreheads and things like that. Like the true cherubim
Like
are
that?
monsters. Yes.
Dude, Emrakul, man.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Those little floaty baby things that play the harp, that's a Hanna-Barbera fiction.
Yeah.
The cherubim of the scripture are monstrous like
That's,
creatures.
Oh,
that's
shit.
reassuring.
Okay, so...
Yeah, like that?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's real spooky.
Oh man.
Pretty.
Nice.
I don't like looking at
So-
Are you leaving your hand on the thing?
Second point of information. For the two of us who are in the room playing with glowing energon cubes, are the news creatures also like swooping in to get us?
Yeah, so you barely had enough time to realize that Evander was across the bridge and turn around to go examine the cubes again before this grinding began to happen.
Oh, okay, so we have a whole lot of time between the grinding and the actual attack, like a couple rounds.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Is there anything that happened to the bridge when that other bridge rose up?
No.
Okay.
so we'll,
Just more bridges.
We'll rewind time a bit and go back to you two with the blue cubes.
So,
can be bad
since
about
Evander
more
has
bridges.
entered, and I don't have to worry because he's got my back now, I will go back and look at the cubes. Do they just look like they're sitting in there?
Looks like they're just sitting next to each other.
Okay, so the first thing is,
You know how you can take a cube and divide it up into 9 sections? Yeah, okay, you get what I'm
so
saying.
are they like in a space like this, or are they like this? Are they cubes like about this, or are they cubes like?
Oh no, they're cubes. They're cubes about this.
Oh, they're huge.
Yeah, they're huge.
Okay.
They're like easy to carry, like to your chest.
Okay, so I would take the one at the base nearest to me when I've entered
Mhm.
and see if I can't pick it up.
So you grab it and you slowly lift it up out of the thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, it comes away easy. As it does, the blue light stops emanating from it, and the other 2 cubes next to it stop emanating light as well. It looks like the entire light of the whole fixture gets dimmer. The
And
cube
look
feels
around the room.
cube feels warm to your touch.
And I very quickly move it forward and put it down in the center between the 2 cubes that were in the middle. So
Okay.
it now makes like a little doorway thing.
There is the tones that you've been hearing before increase in velocity for a moment and then settle back down. But other than that, nothing else apparent happens except for the cube apparatus grows brighter again.
I turn to Evander. Look at this.
I go towards it. I look.
You see the cubes.
What does it all mean?
Don't know. Looks like Arcanum to me. Let's take them.
At that point, the buzzing comes down to you.
Oh, that's when they get to us?
Yeah.
Where
So
are
you
you then?
both turn around to see this huge dragonfly-like
Yes.
monstrosity come flying
With
down
us?
towards you.
Musket time!
Okay.
Yeah. I got
So,
a pistol.
Everybody needs to roll me dexterity saving throws. Those who succeed go before the monster. Those who fail go after.
It's a fail.
I got another 1.
Damn it.
Yes!
Damn it, Will.
Oh, I got a 6 under 7.
Good job.
Okay.
I'm failed.
I'm gonna keep
A
rolling
succeed.
ones.
Good work.
Did you fail?
Okay.
So
So
my
E-
bodyguard.
Evander will take his action first. So you see
I won't
this,
forget this.
Okay.
So you see this dragonfly-like thing coming right for you and Josiah.
Well, my pistol, which was already in my hand, I'm gonna lift it up and try to aim and shoot.
Okay. Roll damage.
And
It's a D6.
D6.
So you're gonna run a roll. Yeah.
5.
Yeah. So you go level and shoot, and the bullet flies through and just catches the thing in the side of the cheek. It howls in pain,
Ooh.
but still comes towards you.
Probably
Is it just the one?
It's probably
It's
pistol.
just the one.
Can I shoot the same one?
You can, yeah.
Alright.
They have wings, right?
I do 7 more
Yeah.
to it.
Woo!
7 more. Okay. Ooh, okay, hold on a sec. I gotta organize this better. Does anybody have like a piece of paper I can use for just
I got
scratch?
several.
You can use your rule sheets.
They are worthless to us now.
The rules flown out the window.
Okay, it takes 7.
Like,
plus
oh,
whatever.
it's pissed at me now.
So that's 12 total.
You can get a canary.
Yeah. And either.
Do they make their saves for each attack?
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, so you like wing it on the mouth as it comes down to you, and then Josiah just levels his musket and fires and just gets it right in the head, and it goes spiraling down by you, and it crashes into the floor as it runs along, just and scrapes, leaving this green ichor all over the place.
Because these things are huge, so it hits hard.
Yeah, it hits really hard.
That was close.
Everybody, let's see, Winston got before too.
Yeah.
So there are two bugs coming down towards you. You're the one making the noise.
There was a.
And I'm like right next to them. By the
Yeah.
way.
Did you go after or before?
I give Will that look like
you pass?
we know we're
Pass?
badass
Fails. You
and
fail.
return.
How
to
big is
looking
this
at the
pedestal? Can I
Like,
take cover
I'm a
under the
stoic-
pedestal?
No, it's
Stocky
only
bearded
like 4 feet
man
tall.
with a lot
And
of
it's not-
dexterity.
It doesn't have any openings
I
or
don't
anything.
need
It's
to
just
speak a
4
lot.
feet tall pedestal that
Okay.
comes out of the
What
ground.
about the
Fire
tower?
down.
that we
you
came
could
through?
you could try to make it back around and like jump into the tower,
Yeah, is there like a little hole?
but you'd have to
area?
take your hand off of the.
I do
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Okay,
Circumstances have changed.
you take your hand off the thing, and as you do so, the grinding stops, and you run back around and skid into the side of the stairwell with
Golgrim.
Oh.
Save yourself!
Your name is
Golgrim and Jangles.
Yeah.
Winston.
with Golgrim.
I had this whole misunderstanding from your interaction earlier that he couldn't remove his hand from it. That it
I,
That was a
I
joke.
tried to get it off.
like, okay.
But he like pushed
I
it
tried
off.
to stop this madness.
Winston
Okay.
was like, I can't, it's stuck.
So Winston, who has summoned this danger, just runs and hides back in the stairwell. Cool.
Is
I'm
Horace
taking
also in the
cover.
stairwell, so he's like pressed up against
Yeah,
Horace?
yeah. Horace is just like, no.
I've got dibs on this corner!
In the meantime,
Sterling is the mason of this crew right now.
Cause
I
a lot
love
of
it.
trouble, but as soon as you do, you just go, it wasn't my fault.
And Mason was the Jake of that crew.
in the meantime, both bugs descend upon you.
Oh, so I have to decide. I thought they were gonna attack first before I do anything. Is that? or
They are.
Okay.
Winston wanted you
Uh-oh.
get double bugs. So
So
can take my bug.
one comes down and takes a bite out of you as it passes by,
Okay.
flying along the side. You take 2 damage.
Okay.
So he just flies down and bites into you, and the other one comes down and curls its tail down so the noose is aimed right for your head. Give me a dex save.
Oh, I should have switched those earlier. 1.
Nice.
oh,
You dive out of the way,
Critical
just
success.
narrowly avoiding the noose, and you can do something extra if you want.
I knew you could do it, Genesis!
So
Swing
if
him
I
as
have
a
my
weapon.
harpoon
I didn't
and
get
gun
to do
equipped, I
anything.
can't just pull my.
It's your time to shine!
You can't.
What?
I didn't get to do anything.
You could shoot it.
Mm.
You could shoot it. You could try to do something more creative in the brief interim. You've basically dodged so successfully that you can like. You
You
can
could ride him.
You know, you
Grab-
can counterattack.
Grab the
dragon
grab the
fly.
noose and swing it into the water.
Yeah, or into the
I
wall.
That
Use
would
this
be
momentum.
very.
big.
These things are big.
It's
Like
like
it would be.
bigger.
It would be somewhat difficult. But yeah.
I mean, we're the same size exactly.
You could
That was
Grab the
sweet.
noose and
you-
ride it.
Can you guide the
swing
noose
the bug
onto
into
the
the other
stone
bug.
pedestal?
Could I try swinging the bug into the other bug to sort of make them sort of like be all off balance or something? I don't
Yes,
know.
use the wisdom of Wudong. Say Leung Puchingan.
If you
it
wanted-
takes only 4 ounces to move a creature that is heading in a singular direction to change its trajectory.
If you want to try to do that, you'll have to make a strength save. If you
Okay.
pass, you can crash both bugs into each other. If you fail, you'll grab on and get pulled up and drop into the water.
Dude, it's just fucking water.
Epic!
It's like
Doing it.
it's like a trip to Wild Wings.
I'm a normal guy, an ex-librarian. I got to do something interesting.
With
You read it in a book.
the Book of Genesis.
Yes.
And that's my chance.
He's writing
Well,
that.
That's off the
Genesis.
table, doesn't count.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
8. And my dex?
Strength.
Strength 11. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the bug flies by you, you just grab onto it and go "Roar," and rig it around and slam it into the other bug. Roll a d10 damage.
Whoa. Holy crap.
7.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So you
Badassery all around.
you
They just-
slam them both into
They
the
just blast.
into the wall by you,
Uh huh.
and they're stunned, but they kind of like fly, hit the ground and like stand up on their tiny little legs and start to flutter a bit and start to fly
Okay.
again. So they're both kind of like on the stone circular podium now, like looking at you and gonna jump at you.
Okay.
They're on
I
their
elbow Horace. See that boy? He just needs an opportunity to spread his wings.
feet. The last bug comes down because you didn't dive for cover or anything, did you?
No, I'm like out in the middle of the bridge or something.
Yeah. So the last bug comes down and
Oh, you're
arcs
in
its
the-
tail. Give me a dex save.
Okay.
Do their
Hey, that's a one.
Really?
Oh my god!
Nice
I was
bug,
just gonna ask if your
GM.
pets ever gave their lives for you. Your heart like comes out of the sky. Just
All right,
rolls,
so
hot
you
rolls.
have a chance for a counterattack.
Okay. I'm just gonna like whip my heat ray off my back and do the complicated like telescoping out procedure. And
Yeah, what does the heat ray look like?
Oh yeah.
What is this thing?
Think of like a Rick and Morty like.
Okay.
Device.
Like a ray gun?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and it's got like it's a very complicated like pieces fold out and it like little targeting thing pops up and the
It's okay.
War computer?
and take careful aim and fire off a zap.
Roll
of the
damage.
blast. Oh, it's a D8 and it ignores armor. So that's a 4.
Okay. Yeah, 4 damage zaps into this bug.
It's like Oprah for you.
So yeah, it
You
hits
get
it
a
and burns and it and shrieks in
Everybody
pain
gets
as it flies back
got a
around the
one.
tower for another pass.
Got a 1 under. 1 under.
Oh, man.
skills.
Okay, everybody who didn't go already, it's your turn now.
Okay, so there are 2 of these massive dragonflies on the ground,
Mm-hmm.
looking at him.
Yep, staring him down, kind
Because
of around the
there's 2
tower
of
from
them.
where you are. So you'd have to like lean out and look around.
That is fine because
And-
there's 2 of them.
Yeah.
And as we all know from Euclid, 2 points always make a line.
Okay.
I could make a line between them and shoot both of them, and specifically shoot them in the wings.
some billiards.
You could probably go for that if you
shot.
wanted.
Are you at an angle
So-
where they're lined up?
So
like
the
that?
general.
Oh yeah, I do have to get to the angle.
So they're on the
yeah.
they're on the podium, right?
Yeah, they're not. They're on the stone, the same
Oh,
stone
the
thing you're
inside of
standing
it.
on.
Okay.
But yeah, they're like So the general rule in Into the Odd
Nice.
is you have 2 choices with your actions. Basically, you either deal your flat out damage, or you do something special which forces the enemies to roll a save, and if they fail, it hampers them in some way.
Okay,
So your wing shot, oddly enough, wouldn't do damage, but it would prevent them from flying if you succeeded.
that's what I'd like.
Okay, so they're gonna roll dex saves to see if they can dodge that. So yeah, you just like get around and aim for them.
Oh, and I telepathically tell my dog to
Jangles.
Jangles
The
to
bulldog.
charge one of them if it comes towards me.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
On these dumpy little legs.
I know. Right.
I'm glad Nick's not here
We both
because
know.
he hates bulldogs.
So they flutter their wings just as you shoot, and the bullet just passes by them.
He's
That's-
wrong. He's wrong.
He doesn't like the way they
Oh,
look
you
or how
missed
they're
him.
Oh, I missed
genetically
him. Okay.
monstrous.
Oh, that's too bad.
Probably both.
Good
All
try.
right.
Okay.
Niles.
And I do actually get a turn. Okay. So I say, Martin, eyes. And Martin streaks off and goes for the eyes.
Does the hawk have damage?
Yeah, it's got a D6.
Okay, sweet. All right, Martin goes flying for it.
Cool. And then I'm going to, we're of course carefully coordinated because he's my hawk. And so I fire off my, or can I do both?
No, you can only your action would use Martin.
Okay.
to do that.
Yeah,
So-
Martin's going to go distract him and
Go
go
ahead.
for the eyes.
Go ahead and roll a d6. Now, well, okay.
That's a 4.
Okay.
Hawkeyes.
So it's 3. Looking at bulldogs.
Yeah, it's.
I'm proud of slamming those bugs
So yeah,
into each
so
other.
Martin just flies right for this bug and just goes and gets its eye with its beak and just rips it out.
Oh, most
and,
excellent.
And the bug screams in pain as it goes spiraling down, careening. Thank you, down toward the water, and it hits it with a splash.
Excellent.
It's, interestingly enough, as soon as the bug hits the water, a few minutes later, you notice the water mysteriously a few seconds later, you notice the water mysteriously kind of
Just take a
roll
step
over
up
it
on
and drag it down beneath it.
Ooh.
Oh,
Wait, what?
okay.
Whoa.
All right.
Drag it down.
Careful of that
Don't-
water.
Get in the water.
and
I'm sorry.
then,
Everybody jump in the water.
The
for
negative
safety.
was not like wild waves.
and then the bits like float
not
out
at all.
to the
Ugh.
surface.
I'm sorry. I meant more like.
Martin
the
returns
abyss.
to your shoulder, and your turn. You got 2 bugs facing you down.
So they're I can do something like run away and
You
try to
could.
regroup.
Yeah, you could
Which
try.
might be a good idea considering I've already been lucky.
I just charge in there.
I do have a harpoon gun,
Yeah, harpoon him.
but I already take damage. I'm not taking more. It was one of the more
I wasn't
hurt than the
kidding.
other one. Or they
No,
seem
they're
about
both
same?
exactly the same.
Okay.
You got him on the ropes.
Yeah, I'm gonna continue the massacre and use my harpoon gun and
Just shoot at one of them.
just shoot at one of them.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh wait, can I use my acid to hit both of them?
Yeah, you can splash it over both of them. If you want to smash your vial of acid and use it, it'll hit both of them.
Okay.
But
Might
you
be,
won't
but
be
it might
able-
be useful later though for
Yeah.
opening something.
How many vials of acid do you have?
Just one.
No.
What's your weapon?
I have a harpoon gun and a baton. and it can reel people in.
Do those supplies reset every encounter?
Oh, baton's a D, or the harpoon
My harpoon
gun's a
gun like comes
D8.
back to me.
This
Yeah,
is a one
that's
solid.
shot, so it's like one.
No, well, even that, your acid wouldn't come back. Like, you'd have to go buy more acid.
Oh, okay.
It's
No,
when
you
it
just
started.
scrape it off the
We can
ground.
go outside and get
No.
some probably.
What are you gonna do, Philip?
Harpoon.
I'm gonna
How's this?
well, my guy's. I don't know what my guy would do. He might run for it just to regroup, which might be a better idea.
Be brave! You're strong! Look what you did!
This is your fault, my guy says.
Winston's shouting
Just like,
encouragement.
Winston, this is all your fault! Loads the harpoon.
Yeah, okay. I'll try and murder one of them just to get out of the way. I
Well,
harpoon one of them.
Well, that guy said.
Who wants to be partying for us?
Just needed a chance.
8.
Look at that!
Oh my god!
That boy is a prodigy.
Yep, right through the head. Explodes in greenish blood.
That's you later.
Goof
Reeling it
everywhere.
in.
You roll it back, and there's a small insectoid brain impaled on the tip.
Oh.
Eat it. Eat it.
The other one sees this
Become immortal.
Stew.
and immediately like flies away to head back towards the trees.
No, it doesn't.
It's
That's-
gonna alert all his friends.
Oh, it doesn't.
be a lesson to
Wait.
the rest of you.
Is there
Can
an
I keep,
opportunity?
doesn't
can I
seem
keep
so
the brain
good.
then?
Yeah, you keep the brain.
Okay,
Is there an
keep the
opportunity
insect
to
brain.
shoot it
through.
as it's
Okay.
flying away?
Yeah, you can pick out and shoot it.
I'm gonna shoot it. I roll a 1 for damage.
Yeah. You
Do
just
I get a
kinda, the bullet
shot?
just kind of flies by it. Yeah, you can take a shot.
Alright. What am I? Oh, D8. Take 8.
Take it indeed. Yeah, so Winston just, what are you shooting with, a pistol? Or-
No, a pistol brain.
Pistol
I think-
brace.
I
So
think
it's
it's a
like the
pistol.
gauntlet pistol.
I
I
think,
think-
no, I
yeah,
think it's
that's-
a pistol that has a brace on the end. Because when I googled it, it came up with a bunch of like things.
That's
It's
got
basically
like
a
a little-
handheld cannon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Winston just braces himself and goes, "Shoot!"
I'm
and
just imagining the gauntlet.
and it goes,
pistol. The medieval gauntlet pistol.
Bioshock.
and
Yeah.
and flies forward and just gets the thing right through the head. Just, and it goes spiraling down and hits the water again.
Yeah, you take that, you sumbitch.
Yeah, I think
Ugh.
it's just a thing you can add to a pistol to make it more of a rifle.
Okay.
Or-
It's like
wait,
a
no.
stock, right?
Oh wait, no, you actually attach it to your arm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
it's a brace.
With all the
Huh.
bugs having been shot out of the air or dealt with, the buzzing from above in the trees dies down a bit.
So there's probably more up there. Then.
Yeah, definitely more.
Yeah, but they've learned their lesson,
Okay.
right?
Unless
You
we
know-
want to raise the wait, is the bridge already raised?
No,
it's just
in
mostly
fact,
bridge.
in fact, you've seen that it started to descend again with your hand.
Oh.
We
Uh,
got it's all or nothing.
Winston, we've come
fellas.
this far.
I put my hand back on it,
Okay.
and I
Genesis
have
puts
the
his hand
brain on the harpoon gun sort of at them like,
Come
"Yeah,
on.
come on, this let's not
he's-
go through this again."
He's
So
evil
the,
deading
so
it,
the
you
grinding
know?
once
You
more
gotta show him
begins
who's
and the
boss.
buzzing starts up again. You start to see these little like miniature versions of these things that are like whitish and probably about as big as a man's hand. They have whitish and they have
It's almost worse.
small wings that kind of come out of the trees and start to fly around in these swarms.
Oh,
that's
little
Swarm.
No.
Well, acid will probably be pretty
Well, if
good
that's what's
against
happening,
that.
I take my hand off immediately.
Okay, you remove your hand, the grinding stops. The swarms still continue to fly about and then
Oh.
like dive back to the trees.
We'll come back here later.
You guys think it's time
Well,
for a little
let's
forest
see.
fire?
Oh,
I mean,
yes.
How would
it's,
you do
it's
that?
kind of high.
I got a heat ray, Peter.
It's kind
Let's
of
do it.
Oh my God, can we burn a tree?
Fuck 'em up.
Goggles on.
You know, if we do this, we're gonna have to fight all of the things
So I
that
go
are
back
up
over to
there.
where they
Do you know how smoke works with bees?
How many
bees
energy
are gonna
guns
stay
do we put into our sacks?
40,000
You
years.
can
but-
carry like one or two before you're carrying too many.
I'm moving back over to
So,
group up with them. By the way,
I like this plan.
I will look over at Evander with the usual,
Couldn't
Hey.
you also talk to them?
and then I will take one of the energon cubes and put it in my sack.
Talk to fucking
And carry
bees,
the
man.
other one under my arm,
Okay.
and I'll walk
talk to
over
snakes,
to the
frogs,
doorway where I see the problems have been solved as I
alligators.
expected them to be.
Not bees.
Alright.
I'll also grab two as the same. Yeah.
Bees.
Oi! Horace!
So Horace like peeks his head out. Yes.
Come over here! You want to see this?
So Horace like looks left and right and then cautiously makes his way across the bridge. Once he gets there,
They see that I've got a cube under my
Okay.
arm.
so as soon as Horace sees the cube, he looks at it and he goes, "Oh, yes, of course, ancient power supplies."
Sure.
You know these?
And he like looks at them and like he seems to be somewhat interested. Well, I've only read about them in texts, but I've heard that their power gets exponentially greater the more of them are grouped together. And he's like, poking at it. And stuff.
It's true. When we are close, they're brighter. Got one in the sack.
And
I
he
just
goes,
got two others.
oh, you removed them? I hope they're not powering anything important.
Oh, you mean like the force field that's keeping the lake out?
Oh.
That may be it. Yes.
Oh, that would be funny.
Perhaps you should put them back. Genesis is just taking his hand off of this thing once he saw the white dragonfly swarm come back again. It lands back in the trees as soon as you took your hand off of it.
Mind games.
I don't know.
Right.
We could do like
Okay.
this slow thing because they kind of build up every time, right? They start buzzing and then they appear.
No, but it takes.
We can hold it down, have it go up, and then we'll move. They calm down, and then keep going.
It
I
sinks,
don't-
it
but
sinks
then
when
it
you
just-
take
they
your
just
hand
keep
off.
getting-
You
No,
just
I mean,
want
it's just a
to
matter of how much does it sink
You just
versus how
wanna-
much we get it up.
exacerbate them.
I think we should set the ceiling on fire.
I think
Yeah,
I
let's just use
I
the
start
heat ray.
setting the ceiling on fire with my heat ray.
He just
Are you
does
You
gonna-
it.
just want to start shooting at
Yeah.
fire?
Are
Okay.
you gonna do the classic like?
Well, you're in the middle of the
line
bridge.
and then
So-
delayed explosions?
Oh yeah, you are. Are you gonna
Clearly.
move to one of the
Yeah.
sides, Dan?
What?
Are you gonna stand
You're in the middle of the bridge right now.
Well, obviously I
go.
get to the side and
I feel
put on my
like-
goggles.
To
And go-
his
okay.
side?
So you
I'm just gonna let
you
this
put on your
happen.
welder's goggles.
We're good.
and
We're in
you're-
a side passage.
You're about to Sigourney Weaver and aliens it.
Mhm.
When you hold the heat ray up and aim it, and it's when you notice that you really look at the trees for the first time,
Mhm.
and you can see these things. Their wings are iridescent, but their bodies are kind of brownish.
Mhm.
So when they're up against the trees, they kind of mold into it. But as you're looking at the trees, you can see that there's probably about 4 of these things for every tree on the
Oh,
ceiling.
Jesus.
So the white ones or the big ones?
The big ones.
Big baby.
I'd say do it.